We are creatures of knowledge, which of course incorporates understanding and by experience forms wisdom. And so we read in Proverbs 3:19, "The Lord by wisdom founded the earth. By understanding he established the heavens." And again, "The Lord possessed me," that is wisdom, "at the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I have been established from everlasting, from the beginning, before there was ever an earth." We are creatures of knowledge, designed to thrive on it. So, our beginning, as pictured in Genesis, is marked by a tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Why this tree? Because this tree addresses the most critical component of all knowledge and wisdom. This tree refers to behavior. Knowledge leads to what we believe, and so we are also creatures of faith. I believe that when I place my key into the car ignition and turn it, my car will start. I believe that if I turn the faucet on, then water will flow into the sink. If the car doesn't start or the water doesn't flow, I don't panic, for I have the knowledge and understanding that certain factors can affect both and that the problem can be remedied. This, of course, is wisdom. Knowledge is critical to our existence, so too faith. For without faith, we would never move forward in knowledge. So man has evolved, slowly but consistently. He has evolved, moving from the most primitive existence into a world now immersed in artificial intelligence and changing more rapidly than ever before. Knowledge and our faith in it is fueled by passion, by love, by a desire to know, which is where our word knowledge comes from. How does the saying go? If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. This agrees with our previous study, where we find that even our darkness is sustained by our love for it. All that we know is driven by love, for God is love. Now let's do a little word study. The word devil is not found in the King James Old Testament. However, the word devils is, and there are two different Hebrew words rendered as such. In Deuteronomy 32:17, devils is the Hebrew transliteration shade, which Strong's defines as a demon, as malignant, from the root meaning to swell up, that is, figurative, by implication of insolence, to devastate. This seems to agree with Proverbs 16:18 quite well, does it not? The second word rendered devils is sair, defined by Strong's as shaggy, as noun, a he-goat, by analogy, a fawn. This word is actually found 59 times in King James Old Testament. The first time it's seen is in Genesis 27:11, where we read, "And Jacob said to Rebekah his mother, Behold, Esau my brother is a hairy man, and I am a smooth man." What I find most telling about this second word is the fact that it's rendered kids in Leviticus 16:5 regarding the two kids of the goats to be used as a sin offering and burnt offering on the Day of Atonement. I see this aligning with the idea of the serpent on the pole. Two words, the first meaning to swell up, suggesting insolence and devastation, and the second meaning shaggy or he-goat. Now let's go to the New Testament. As we've considered before, the word devil is found 37 times in King James New Testament, meaning a traducer. The Greek transliteration is diabolos. There are 4 words referring to devils in the New Testament, but all are the same family of words. The first time devils is found is in Matthew 4:24. This is the Greek transliteration daimonizomai, meaning to be exorcised by a demon, found a total of 13 times. The root is daimon, which Strong's defines as from Tao, to distribute fortunes, a demon or supernatural spirit of a bad nature, found just 5 times. The word most often rendered devils is first seen in Matthew 7:22. This is the Greek transliteration daimonion, which Strong's defines as a demonic being, by extension, a deity. According to My Englishman's Concordance, this word is found 63 times. So here's where things get fascinating. Vine's Expository Dictionary defines daimon as a demon, signified among pagan Greeks an inferior deity, whether good or bad. In the New Testament, it denotes an evil spirit. It is used in Matthew 8:31, mistranslated devils. Some would derive the word from a root da, meaning to distribute. More probably, it is from a similar root da, meaning to know, and hence means a knowing one. To distribute fortunes or a knowing one. Here's what Gemini tells us. To understand what Vine is talking about, we have to look behind the Greek language to its ancient ancestor, Proto-Indo-European. When Vine refers to a root da, he is talking about a monosyllabic root, a foundational linguistic building block. In ancient languages, a single root consisting of a consonant and a vowel, like da, could branch out into dozens of different words. The reason this root seems to mean two completely different things is because ancient Greek actually inherited two completely separate prehistoric roots that happened to sound identical. Linguists distinguish them by assigning them numbers or slight variations. The first root means to divide or distribute, again from Gemini. This is the root that Strong's Concordance and most modern historical linguists rely on for the etymology of daimon. It literally means to cut, to divide, or to share out. It produced the Greek verb dao, which means to divide, distribute, or allot. From there, adding the suffix mon, which indicates an agent or the person doing the action, gives us daimon, literally the divider or the allocator of fortunes. To the classical Greek mind, this being was the unseen force that handed you your lot or fate in life. The second root means to know or teach, from Gemini. This is the alternative root that Vine's Expository Dictionary favors. Vine is referencing a very specific linguistic connection to the Greek word daimon, which means knowing, wise, or experienced. In this branch of the linguistic tree, the da sound comes from an ancient root associated with mental capacity, learning, or being skilled. It appears in Greek words like deny and didasko. If daimon comes from this line, it means a knowing one, or a being possessed of supernatural, transcendent knowledge. Vine didn't invent this idea. He's pulling directly from the ancient philosopher Plato. In his dialogue, Cratylus, Plato argued for this exact meaning. On this ground, therefore, it appears to me most reasonable to suppose that he calls them daimons, because they were daimons, knowing and wise. To distribute fortunes or a knowing one. After researching this difference between Strong's and Vine's, as well as considering other Greek concordances, I must admit that it does come down to theory. Gemini also states that the first da literally means the allotter, denoting an unseen hand or force shaping the path, circumstances, and destiny of a human life, while da, meaning to know, or literally knowing one, denotes a disembodied spirit or entity operating with supernatural intelligence and insight. So here's the kicker. Whether we see this as an allotter or knowing one, they actually complement each other. After all, something that shapes the path, circumstances, and destiny of a human life would have to be something with supernatural intelligence and insight, right? That said, here's my theory. A demon is created by us, formed from our knowledge, coupled with the corresponding passion or spirit giving it power. This answers both definitions, where the knowing one is us, and the allocator is also us. We are the unseen hand or force shaping someone's path. How so? Because we are the ones who pass our knowledge of good and evil, the essence of our thoughts and ways, to the next generation. But all of this has been ordained by the hand of our Creator, for man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from his mouth. All of this is by design. Knowledge is necessary, critical to our existence. But in our never-ending passion to learn and move forward, we are designed to fall that we might discover the eternal truth of the greater love that lays down its life. We don't live for our sake alone. That's it for this study, but certainly more to come. Please feel free to like, comment, or subscribe, and I sincerely thank you for being a part of Grain of Wheat Publishing.